Today, I'm going to be designing some new Future King products. I'm going to take you through the full day of design, how we do the CAD, we do the mood boards and the drawings and everything in between. Before I start the design process, I just want to talk you through the history of the Future King collection. It's now 10 years old. That's why we want to incorporate some new ideas and bring it back for 2018. I first came up with the idea in 2008 and I've still got the...
1 minute. I was the one who came up with the idea.
How did you come up with the idea? I can't remember that at all.
Yeah, do you remember when I saw that customer and he had like a medieval armour in his living room, do you remember? And then on driving back from the customer, I said, that, do you know, will make a wicked ring. And do you remember I said about, it's have it all nice and clean, but like on one side and all smashed up on the other side?
No, that was after I said about the concept of making the ring. Then you come up with the idea of having one side smashed.
You always do this, bro. Every time I come up with an idea, you say it's your idea.
Okay, you had the idea of one side being smashed, which we never used.
I know you didn't use that, and I know you come up with...
So you sat down and done this original ring, you sat down and created that?
I didn't create the ring, but I come up with the idea. All I'm saying is credit me for the idea, yeah?
But you didn't come up with the idea, you come up with the idea
I'll tell you what,
after I made this ring.
Right, responding. You get on with the interview, and I'll do my interview later on, and then we let whoever decide, yeah?
Right, sit behind the camera.
Right.
So...
Go on.
So, I come up with the idea in 2008. Then...
Start again.
So, I come up with the idea in 2008.
See, he's stuttering because he's lying.
So after I come up with the idea, we've done loads of different colours, we've done plating with rose gold on the back, and we've done a few different designs of these. Now it's 10 years on. We've not done anything with the collection for a few years now. We want to bring it a bit more modern. And what we want to do, we want to fuse modern warfare with traditional old warfare and try and fuse the two together to come up with some new ideas that sort of still fits in with the Future King collection. So let's go through the process now. What I'm thinking, like, as a nod to like what we've done 10 years ago, like the ring, and maybe do like an army pattern over the top of the ring. So that's like modern, but we do it with like emeralds, black diamonds, get some champagne diamonds. So it's just like the old school ring, but like totally different with like the new camouflage over the top.
Just last week you called me, the way you're talking is driving me insane. Hello.
So I've just been doing some drawings on paper. At first we can do like the medieval mask with the sort of like a gas mask SAS thing at the bottom, but it sort of really wasn't working on paper, so we don't really want to go into like CAD and sort of metal with that one. The idea we are liking is the camouflage over the medieval helmet. So we've done some drawings, I'm really interested in the drawings. We're going to send it over to CAD now and get Tommy to do some computer images to get a better feel of the ring. But the only thing I'm concerned about is when you actually get the stones and put them into the ring, it may look like a big blob of different colour stones and not exactly like a camouflage pattern. But the only way we're going to do is actually go and physically buy some stones. I'm going to shoot up to the West End to see my stone dealer to see what interesting stones he's got we can use for this piece.
I don't need recognition, I'm on a mission, I'm paying dues, I'm in position, I'm staying up, it's getting late, you're doing good, I'm doing good.
Just come up to the West End to look at one of our stone dealers. They've got a really nice choice of high quality stones, but they won't let the camera in because they're quite old school and don't like cameras in their place. So hopefully we should get what we need, but I'll let you know as soon as I'm out.
It's now over to me. Next stage in the design, I'm going to be taking the drawings and putting it into the 3D CAD software. I'm going to be rebuilding the ring, and from that we can hopefully get some nice realistic renders. I may even do some 3D printing so we can really get an idea if we want to move on to the next stage and actually make the piece.
Recognition, I'm on a mission, I'm paying dues, I'm in position, I'm staying up, it's getting late, you're doing good, I'm doing great. Recognition, I'm on a mission, I'm paying dues, I'm in position, I'm staying up, it's getting late, you're doing good, I'm doing great. I had to let you go so I could grow and move. When time is of the essence, then it should improve.
So where do I get my design ideas from? I mean, inspiration to me is everywhere. I'm quite dyslexic, so I'm very visual, so I'm looking everywhere I'm walking along, I'm looking at things, and you always get inspiration from the smallest details, from like the biggest things. And also, I never really look at other jewellers. I think it is, if you look at other jewellers, you then try and copy them, and at the end of the day, you come up with exactly the same piece as what they've done. Like even when you walk through a park, I mean, like you've got a sculpture there of an horse, like, and the colours of the trees. I mean, that's just inspiration.
Just last week you called me, the way you're talking is driving